Hello everybody and welcome back to Oknytt, the story of our little fellow here who doesn't know who he is or where he belongs to. We met two creatures until now, the guardstomte, who has a piece of cloth that we would like to have, so we have to offer him something. We already gave him a whetstone, but that wasn't what he wanted for the cloth. So what could he use? He doesn't want the other piece of cloth.
No, that's not how it happened.
So we have some hay. Oh, that seems to work.
Would this be enough to replace the cloth?
The small creature asked as it presented the hay to the guardstomte. Hay? Well, I suppose I could use that instead. I only found this piece of cloth the other night while keeping an eye on the field, but it's already becoming too dirty to wipe my feet on. The guardstomte responded as he handed the dirty piece of cloth to the small creature. Maybe you can find some other use for it.
Okay, now we have a piece of dirty cloth. And we have two pieces of cloth. And we can combine them. And we have a hat. And the other stomte, or excuse me please if I pronounce that wrong, the other fellow in the house was searching for a hat. So let's try to give him that one. Oh, can we, by the way? Oh, it is a mouse or a rat. But we cannot interact with these little creatures, but they are everywhere. This story with the small folk reminds me a bit of Patterson and Findus. I don't know if you read the books when you were little, but there were in the drawings everywhere these little creatures hiding in the corners. Oh, it's getting dim if we do that. And the wind? Makes dropping down dirt. Yeah, he definitely needs a hat. Use hat with a hustomte.
My hat? He had it, didn't he? That wretched thief.
The hustomte put the hat on his head and made a sigh of relief.
There, that's how things should be.
The hustomte looked at the small creature.
I suppose you want something for this, even though you've already taken my things.
The hustomte said grumpily as the small creature's eyes seemed to grow a little bigger.
Here, I found this hammerhead while I was looking for my hat. It's missing its shaft, so I don't know what use you would have for it. But the difficulty of a task should determine the reward, don't you agree?
So these two guys stealing from each other, as it seems. So we have a hammerhead and a hammer shaft, and we have a hammer. Oh, and we still have a needle. Can I use it?
No, that's not how it happened.
Okay, can I use it with a hammer? Oh, a bent needle. Ah, now we have a fishing rod. Can we use it as bait? No. Can we use the mint as bait? A coin?
No, that's not how it happened.
Okay. So let's try go fishing then. But I don't want to hurt other creatures. Maybe we don't fish for fishes, right? Or can we use it in the fire? That doesn't seem to be the thing. Then we go... Oh, here, we didn't do anything here. No, we can't fish in the stone. Can we fish a mushroom?
No, that's not how it happened.
Okay. Maybe we can fish for the star.
Using the fishing rod it just made, the small creature was able to reach the large glowing star in the middle of the spring. As the star's glow broke the surface of the water, an old gold bracelet took its place.
Ah, so we found a gold bracelet. And that might be a good offering for the elf, right? Is there anything else we can do here? No, so let's try the elf. Because we took the coin and we give him a gold bracelet.
As the small creature put the golden bracelet into the hole, a larger alva appeared sitting on the stone. This alva was more beautiful than anything the creature could have imagined, with white glowing hair flowing over the rough surface of the stone, and a shining silver crown on her head.
Oh yeah, she's beautiful. Let's light the stone. Okay, nothing is happening. Maybe we can talk to her.
More beautiful than all other Alvor, the Elf Queen had appeared on top of the large stone, calmly observing the small creature.
Who are you?
The small creature's humbled words broke the silence.
Hello. I don't want to disturb you, beautiful queen, but if you would allow me but a few moments of watching your people dance, I would be most content. I don't know where else to go, as I don't know where I belong in this world.
The Elf Queen remained silent, yet seemingly not displeased by the presence of the small creature. As the dance continued, the creature watched the glowing beings in silence, entranced by their beauty. Suddenly, in a chanting voice soft as a whisper, the Elf Queen spoke. Her words were not of this world, and even though the creature could not understand them, it felt their power within its small body. As the Elf Queen started to fade along with her dancing Alvor, the smaller circle of mushrooms began to glow, as if responding to her enchanting voice.
Oh no, she's gone. But now we can go to the small circle.
As the creature faded from the circle, it felt as if reappearing someplace else, leaving the farmlands far behind. Yet the creature was saddened, for even though the beings inhabiting the farm might not have given it the kindest of welcomes into this world, it had felt like a small part of their existence, recognized as a being, albeit an insignificant one, of its own. Now, as the small creature once more began to explore its unfamiliar surroundings, it felt alone.
So an unwelcoming home is better than none. But there we are in new worlds, and maybe something new will await us. Oh, there's an elf tree. And now we also know what the small circle was for. It was for us. And there is the other circle of mushrooms that we landed in.
The small creature had reappeared in another circle of mushrooms, much like the one the creature had entered not long ago.
I guess there's no point in going back to the farm.
The small creature stated with a determined nod.
Yes, we want to go on.
The mushroom caps felt soft and moist against the creature's hand.
What's with this elf tree?
A tree, old and robust, was standing at the edge of the lake. Along the bark there were peculiar rune inscriptions.
I guess we cannot read them.
I wonder how old I will become before I begin to wither away.
The small creature thought as it marveled at the majestic tree.
It's a good question.
The old tree's bark was thick and sturdy.
But it feels good. So, what else do we have here? A sacrificial stone.
Below the alva tree there was a stone inscribed with strange runes.
These runes look familiar somehow.
The small creature thought as it moved its hand over the carved surface.
I guess they are the same as on the tree.
The stone was far too heavy for the creature to move.
But there's a stick on it. Lake. There's a lake in the dark.
The lake was still, its dark water silently reflecting the foreboding tree line.
The water looks awfully dark.
The small creature said as it saw the rocks get swallowed up by the water over and over again.
Can we take some water?
The small creature was tempted to enter the water, but hesitated at the last second.
I guess it's too deep for us. Night sky.
Even during a night as dark as this one, the clear sky allowed the stars to shed their light on the small creature's surroundings.
Yeah, we have a moonless, but not a starless sky.
How wonderful it would be if they could shine like that forever.
The small creature said to itself as it dreamily looked up at the night sky. No matter how hard it wished, the stars wouldn't come down to the small creature.
We still can't reach the stars. So let's go to the shore. Let's first check what we still have. A coin and the flowers. So we lost nothing. Ooh, what is this?
This surely is a beautiful place. But why did the elf queen send me here?
The creature wondered as it looked out across the glimmering lake, doubting that there would be a place for someone such as it along its shores.
Oh, that was a lake. What's with that iron ring?
A post with an iron ring mounted on it was sticking up from the ground.
Then this might have been a landing platform for ships. or
If
for
I
boats.
was big enough, I could put this on my finger.
The small creature said with a shrewd smile.
Then it would be very big.
The small creature lifted the ring and let it fall down again with a thud.
I like that. Oh, a fishing net.
A frayed fishing net covered in fish remains had been washed ashore.
Who would want to eat this?
The small creature said with disgust as it removed a rotten fish head from the net. After getting entangled in the fishing net for a while, the small creature finally managed to pick it up.
Oh, we have a net now with rotten fish. Oh yeah. A bottle in the lake. Maybe there's a message.
A glass bottle was floating on the lake, not giving in to the small waves' attempts to bring it to shore.
Maybe it's stuck.
It looks like there is something inside of it.
The small creature thought to itself as it fixated its eyes on the bottle.
Can we reach it?
The water wasn't shallow enough for the creature to reach the bottle.
So we have to find something to reach it. Can we fish for it? So we can't yet. What is this?
A group of bulrush plants were growing along the shoreline.
I wonder if they could be of any use.
The small creature said as it examined the strange grass.
I guess everything can be of any use.
The small creature reached out and grabbed the strange plants.
Bulrush pods. Can we combine anything?
No, that's not how it happened.
Maybe with the dried flower? No. It's a lake. We can go to glade and into the forest. Did you see? Oh, that's a bit creepy. We can make it rain here? No, we can't. Oh, wow. Little glowing lights on the sea. And the Nacken. Who is that? Who are you?
Nacken is a being that is said to dwell within the deepest lakes and rivers of the land. Lone travelers have been known to hear his ominous song as they take a moment to rest at the water's edge. If they find themselves listening to his enchanting melody for too long, a strange urge to join him in the dark water instills itself in the unlucky traveler.
So it can lurk you into the water.
As the creature opened its mouth to introduce itself, Nacken began to speak. "Why, hello there, little one. Who might you be?" Nacken said with a charming smile. The creature began, but Nacken quickly interrupted. "Aren't you a talkative little one?"
But
The small creature tried, but Nacken interrupted once more. "Is there anything you can do besides staring like an imbecile?" Nacken continued, now with a snide smirk on his face. "Just stare at me. Stare like those pesky alva swirling around in the trees with their magic, flaunting their melodies as if they think them to be better than mine. Preposterous! The lake is my domain, and mine alone. If only I could leave the water, I might be able to get a hold of their secrets," Nacken muttered as he stroked his chin in thought. "Anyway, my problems with the alva are none of your business. Why don't you use your tiny little feet and skip away out of my sight like a little bunny? Hop, hop!" Nacken exclaimed, making a waving gesture towards the small creature.
I don't like Nacken. He is weird. Can we throw him? Or give him anything? Maybe we can fish him? Can we touch him?
The small creature suddenly felt an urge to join Nacken in the
No.
lake, but as it felt the cold water around its feet, it changed its mind.
Very wise, very wise. Okay, so we have to give Nacken something, I guess. Where to go, in the forest or to the glades? Into the forest. Ooh, that's a very dark forest. Mushrooms with eyes? It's very creepy here. Dead tree.
Red toadstools had sprung up from the ground.
these These mushrooms look different from the ones I've seen before.
The small creature thought, studying them closely.
These might be also creatures that only come out in this very special and dark night.
The toadstool trembled slightly as the creature touched it.
But I cannot plug it. Which is okay, I don't want to have a mushroom with eyes in my pocket. A dead tree.
A hollow ash tree, dead and colorless, was standing near the well.
At least the little ones have somewhere to live.
The small creature said, watching a number of insects skitter across the bark. With just a faint touch, the bark cracked and fell down into the small creature's hand.
I hope we were allowed to take this. Oh, there's a Nemoria. But we cannot explore the rope. Mushroom old well. Let's look in the old well.
In the clearing, there was a long since dried up well.
It looks depleted. I wonder if there could be something down there.
The small creature said, as it peered down into the emptiness.
Maybe someone lives in there?
As the small creature touched one of the stones, a few pebbles rocked loose and fell into the well.
But nothing is happening.
The natrum is always moving from place to place, searching for something not visible to normalize, unable to rest until it has found what it is looking for. Taking the shape of a raven, it can only be seen during these darkest of nights, spreading its black wings across the sky.
Does it look for souls?
Hello!
The small creature said as loud as it could, trying to get the attention of the natram up on the tree branch. Missing its right eye, the natram had to turn its head to see the creature.
Who are you?
The small creature asked politely, even though the natram hadn't responded to its greeting. The natram twitched its head back and forth to be able to study the creature thoroughly. Then it started to speak.
Yes, I can see your past. You are a very helpful creature. Kind, yes. Risen from the grave, familiar, yes. But the future, I cannot see. No. The future lies within the right eye. Yes, the right eye will tell you what is about to come. Once the right eye is back in the void, the future will reveal itself before your very eyes, yes.
The natrum called out, clacking with its beak.
So the missing eye is the future, and it can only look into the past as long as it's missing its right eye. Do we have an eye? Not yet, at least. And we cannot combine
No, that's
anything?
not how it happened.
No. Let's read what our task is. The one-eyed raven spoke of having lost the ability to see into the future. Can I do anything with these runes? Oh, there's a snail.
In its escape, the snail had left a thin trail of mucus on the stones.
Mucus.
I wonder why it was in such a hurry.
The small creature thought as it tried to see where the snail had run off to. The adhesive mucus was too sticky for the creature to carry in its hands.
Can we put it on the bark? No. What could we stick to each other? Maybe we don't have yet anything that needs glue. Okay. What else do we have? Oh, look at that. What happens with the fire? Wow. Glowing tree. So it's not that bad. Very nice. I like it that we can interact with the environment like that, with the rune stones. So the little creature isn't that insignificant. It can do things that others can't. Hollow shell.
A hollow shell was lying on the ground.
It has a hole right through it.
The small creature said, surprised by the strange shape of the shell.
Let's take it.
The small creature picked up the mysterious shell.
Yeah, it's a beautiful shell. And I see there's an elf and other things. We cannot interact or talk to it, which is very sad. But here on this beautiful lake, on the shore, I say goodbye for this episode. So thank you so much for listening to the story and for watching, of course. Goodbye and see you in the next episode where the story goes on.